Hey everybody, this is your pal Drew, and got another epic episodical episode coming right up after these messages. I don't have any messages. What I do want to say is I guess I'm a little off because I happen to thumb through actually, two of the shittiest Avengers stories ever of any era, and it's not necessarily the craft that's the problem. It's just a stupid story. And I'm not talking like issue 200, which was a real horror scene, but I'm just talking about why. Okay. Let's get down to it. Okay. All right. Oh, it's in. Oh, you have to go to your Marvel Masterworks 18 class and turn to page whatever this is, 54. Okay, I saw this cover and I'm like, it's like, okay, this chicken type character is coming on, and there's Thor. It's ridiculous. Now I have to use the old the preface of each issue for the 70s. And there came a day when Earth's mightiest heroes found themselves united against a common threat. On that day, the Avengers were born to fight the foes no single superhero could withstand. Now, that brings us right to this. Early Tom DeFalco story, for earliest I know of, I think he did some Archie or something prior, and Jim Mooney, who was he did some fantastic inking. He drew Supergirl in the 60s and Ms. Marvel in the 70s, and he excelled at doing that. Al Gordon's great embellisher. Everybody, Marie Severin, I think it is, or does it say Mario? Somebody else, okay. Anyway, this is like a story that should never have happened. So, I mean, as cool as Mooney's stuff is, it's kind of polite also. So, you have the Black Panther hanging out, taking out these troublemakers. Then he runs into the deadly Stinger. I am the Stinger, the man who will destroy the Avengers. I've heard such bravado in times before, but you have never encountered an enemy as deadly as I. So he dodges this like ray blast thing, but he gets hit by a dart, which is on a cord. Yes, T'Challa, king of the Wakandans, able to take down just about anybody. He gets an owie, and he gets knocked out by this stupid drug. And he's like, I'll get the rest of the Avengers. I mean, look at this guy. Aside from the goofy costume, his powers are it's such a low-level character. I mean, I would put him in what book would I put him in? I wouldn't even put him in Daredevil, even though Daredevil only has enhanced senses. It's just, I don't know what crazy character I'd put him in, because he's just a turkey. That's the old-timey term. There's some auction going on. Some of the Avengers are hanging out, making an appearance, but they have not dealt with the Stinger, who's a stinker, stinking up the place. And this Bloodhawk shows up. So we got two crappy characters for the price of one. I never understood that either, because this is what bugged me, so to speak. Yellow Jacket and the Wasp, even though they got enhanced powers in a issue of Marvel Team Up, so many times they were so ineffectual. They would shoot, get swatted. That was just like the way, they show up, you swat them. That's what the artist would do, or that's what the writer would suggest. So this Bloodhawk character, he's just kind of a wild child. And he manages to stay boring in the process of having action with the rest of the team. So he's just such a bore. And Iron Man zaps Bloodhawk into the Vision, who does his disrupting his body through the Bloodhawk. That causes it disrupts your nerves for like a couple minutes, but it hurts like a MFer. So they're kind of listening to Bloodhawk's sob story. And it's kind of wacky because Vision goes, yeah, the whole story sounds phony to me. Superstitious bunk. It does seem far-fetched. True, and yet how does one logically account for the Asgardian thunder god who stands with us, eh? I mean, we should leave it to a vote. Yes or no. I vote no. So, sit around the table. I miss the days where who would sit around the table. Well, Yellow Jacket right away gets hit with another stinger. There we go. And by the way, the stinger guy can turn invisible for periods of time. So he takes her out, the Scarlet Witch. Wonder Man, he has some, you're no match for the vibratory vehemence of my shock. I haven't seen vehemence in a long time in a comic. I'm like, it's ridiculous. That is so effing ridiculous. I mean, Jarvis gets taken out, and I totally get that. He's the butler. So, it's just so stupid. It trivializes the Avengers. I mean, they're supposed to be this superpower group, and they fight all these huge, have this one turkey with with this little stinger thing. Oh, and Iron Man gets taken down by the vibratory shocker. Was designed to penetrate even your armor. Now, please, I mean, you know what it is? It's written in a way that it just has to make the story move along. And there's no way this would happen. And if that guy had that kind of power, he would be able to take them all out like that. So, and this was also when Iron Man was, he was kind of a wuss in his own book, getting taken down by characters much, weaker than he was. I always bring up Kraken, the pirate guy. He was the worst. So this Stinger guy somehow gets Iron Man. It's so absurd. And the Vision does some stuff, trying to fight in this huge rock creature, mountain character. And Beast takes on that stupid Blood Wolf character. No, not Blood Wolf. So what happens is, this is ridiculous. This is so friggin' ridiculous. He took them all out. He's got a private auction in the Avengers. Do with them as you will. Bid him a bid, $1 million. And he's like, Vision behind you. Bzz. I mean, come on. You got some heavy hitters here. And Thor's even there, It's like, turns invisible. Takes off again, but Thor calls on the rain. Making it rain. See how they could take him out? Like, it should have happened in panel 2 of the first issue. And that's it. The old order changes, and you know what? Thank God, because this order was awful. Real quick, I want to show you. They did a real nice reproduction of this. In the original comic, this Errol Flynn movie used a photostat, and it was really bad. But I think Corey Siedelmeyer and the others worked hard to find the original of that. And I guess for one panel, it's fair usage. If they were to do more, it would have been bad. But yeah. By the way, funny thing. Okay, on that day, they were to fight the foes no single superhero could withstand. So what happens? They end up fighting Absorbing Man, one of Thor's villains. Then, equally stupid is, it's not stupid. The stories are great, but the thing at the beginning, the phrase or the whatever you call it, that's not here yet. Well, there's an issue with Grey Gargoyle that is totally ridiculous because he takes them all on, and it's just so obvious that Thor's not there to take out. And it's like, what happened to that no single hero could withstand? So I am sickened. All right, see you next time.